If there is a revolution, which of course there is, it's the end of all the psychotic bullshit we've ever known, including governments and religions and all that horse shit. And it's total horse shit. The horse shit smells beautiful, makes nice little biscuits, and fertilizes the flowers really well. So don't insult it by being hateful towards it, okay? See the beauty even in that ugliness, and how it's tried to hold on to the beauty. It's tried to express it even though it felt uglier than sin. You know, I'm talking about the religions and the money behind them, because guess what? Guess who's stolen everything from you? The big banker in the sky, you know. Now, I'm not going to point fingers in the direction of Rome, but think about a bank that just happens to be there that's owned by this Pope guy. You know, just think about that. I'm just making implications and expressing high opinions in preparation for my address to Congress here pretty soon, man. You know, they hear from the dude in Rome, they're going to have to hear from the dude in Crestone one way or another. Now, you guys can submit voluntarily. I'm talking to the Senate and Congress of the United States of America, that corporation that, well, anyway. You guys, you know, you can either submit, you know, right now and then just go ahead and arrange it and give me an appointment and I'll be there. And pay the expenses. I want a limo. I want a jet. I mean, you know, you don't expect me to, you know, travel for free, man. But I'll come there in my humble little Koyote mobile if I have to. I don't care, man. Give me a time and date and a little gas money and I'll come, man, you know. We got to spend the taxpayers' money wisely now, you know, understand. So Grandpa's never excessive with taxpayer expense, okay? At the taxpayer expense, okay? Hey, babies, we shake 'em and we bake 'em right here on the Coyote Medicine Show. Only on the Hazy Radio Network. And while we're joking around about a lot of things, baby, the address to the parliamentary persons of this reality is something we're going to create one way or another, man, because they got to hear from us, you know, instead of hearing it from their little spies that tune in every day. They got to hear it direct from the horse's mouth, man. Winnie, 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 the poo-poo-poo. Oh, we're just joshing with you again. But see, babies, it's time, you know, if they'll hear from that insane mother trucking sociopath over there in Rome. Now, I won't accuse Romania of it. Over there in Rome, man, if they can hear from that sociopath and be so deeply moved by his artificial and synthetic reality, well, imagine what happens when they get the real thing, when Mary Jane is smoked right there on the Senate floor in high honor of her worthiness. And she's acknowledged in this reality of the queen of this existence, man. The very heart of love from which everything is created. That's what the Mary Jane symbolizes. That's why the mother truckers tried to outlaw it and keep it away from you, you know, because it was too much truth all at once. You'd see through all the bullshit, man. You'd see past the paradigm of bullshit reality, you know. You couldn't be controlled or contained anymore. Well, neither could the controllers, who are controlled through somebody else who's controlling that controller, and so on. Yeah, that's a long chain, babies, and it don't stop with humanity. That's just where it ends. You see, we've been through a grand experiment as well as experience here. You know, it wasn't known what would happen if we allowed reality to shatter and fracture itself to a billion pieces and feel in opposition to itself. It's a scientific thing with a spiritual approach. We wanted to know what that effect was. We wanted to live it. Because we don't just make these experiments and go out and perform them with innate objects and so forth. Hell no, we live them. That's our experiment, is living, you know. And in this way, as this dumbed down, stupid-ass human being that don't know enough to make war on itself, jeez, how retarded can you be, man? And talk about retardation, this is the ultimate of de-evolution, man. Right here, right now in humanity, but also, because we recognize that, the major fact of recovery. And there's no D about evolution anymore. It's revolution. It's revving up the revolution. Bring forward the light of real love. See, so I promise you, if I come and address those senators and congress people, I really think Canada should come on down for this one too, don't you? bring the parliament, whatever Mexico's got down there, whether it's a dictator or, a presidente or a ruling body of legislators of one sort or another. They ought to be here too in some of those Central American countries too, like Guatemala and Panama and that, and what's the one where everybody has property over there on the other coast? Anyway, all of those little mid-American countries should be a part of this address too. Send your legislative bodies, man, And I promise you, man, if you guys will, accommodate us here in this way, well, we'll accommodate you in the way that disproves your own reality and shows the powerless nature of your way of life and how insane you have been. But be ready, because right along with that comes a wallop of love. So you ain't going to go off feeling guilty or be shamed or go commit suicide or resign from your position. You're going to totally transform your reality, you see. You move beyond politics and religion and indoctrination and mind control and thought control and robotic behaviors to go with it. You move beyond all of that in a singular moment of time. Hell, it's pure magic, babies. You want revolution, you've got revolution. And if you don't want to do it that way, it'll come some other way, babies. I do have friends that have UFOs, and they're far more powerful than any of the bullshit you got. And they're able to go anywhere in the reality they want to. But I don't even need that. I can just pop up there if I feel like it. You just let me know when, and I'll just pop up there, man. We'll show you how it's done, man. I'm not screwing around. This is a multi-dimensional radio show. And babies, you're here to experience that each and every day, Monday through Friday, senators and congressmen aside, and all the insanity that goes with that, Ooh, I can't wait till the CIA sees this happen. Oh, they're going to have a freaking heart attack, man. But go all the way, people. Do what? Follow my example. Yeah, we're joking around in a great big way, but we're also very, very, I don't want to say sincere. I mean, it's going to happen. It's a joke, yes, and a big one, too, but it's going to happen. One way or the other, you see. They may not really invite me because they don't even know who the hell I am, this old idiot out here on the mountain, man. Out here in the old swamplands of Colorado. Shit, what does that guy know? Ain't nobody, man. The Pope of Rome he's got everybody in his pocket, man. Said the guy over in Colorado, he ain't got shit. Well, just wait till you see who I do have in my pocket. And you mother truckers will be singing another song. So yeah, I'm kind of throwing a challenge out to you, to prove your worthiness of even being able to survive this reality. Do you got any sincerity left in you anywhere, you politicos? Do you? Or are you just done with it? Are you just so sold out that, you can never be bought back, How far have you gone? How far over the edge are you, man, I mean, shit. Look around you. Look at what's been happening because of you. What you're allowing to happen in your so-called powerful position, which ain't worth a shit anymore, is it? You might as well be a rubber stamp for the bimbos of hate, right on, babies, hate, 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 top secret, hate, 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 top secret, top secret. It's insanity what you're doing to yourselves over there in Washington, D.C., and all these other little capitals spread around this stupid-ass America. If you guys had a frickin' brain in your head, you'd give the money back to the people and surrender to the fate of the heart and apologize for everything. Close down the bureaucracies. Get rid of all but the most minimal of services, but, dedicate yourselves to the service of humanity to make up for what you ain't done when you should have been in service to humanity, Understand the nature of your true heart and the sharing nature. Every one of you has become at least a millionaire by serving over there in the Senate and the Congress. At least that. Sometimes billions, and way beyond that, unfathomable wealth. Oh, goodness. Life is a party. Ooh, I can see it shining this morning, bright out there in the reality, man. They've tried to chemtrail it away, and it's shining bright just the same. That's another thing we got to talk to them about. See, we're going to take them to task for what's been going on. Help them give it a program, man. You can't just sit there and take these constant bribes and be in people's pockets and expect everything's going to be okay. Even if you're relatively sanitary about it, which some of them are. Some of them really don't party that much, but they do take the money. They do take the, the personal journey of enrichment. That's what they're there for, you know. They're hungry beings. They're the what do you call them? The hyenas, the ravenous wolves that ain't had nothing to eat in a month of Sundays, man. You see, that's who they represent in spiritual terms, you know. That's who's drawn to political office for the most part. Once in a while, somebody sweetly sincere gets over there, but the wolves eat them alive. I mean, they're so hungry. They don't survive very long now, do they? Yeah, it's just this craziness, isn't it? But see, I know wolves that are tame. I know wolves that live with people and love it and get along just fine, thank you very much, with a few little incidences here and there. But they're always smoothed over by the love that goes with that life, that wolf life, that finally found an end to its hunger and a release from its pain, and joined together with a human heart to become a soul presence of great significance here. The same way you old wolvies are going to be doing out there in D.C. pretty God blessed soon, man. If you ain't doing it already, you're moving in that direction. I can see it. There ain't a hell of a lot you can do about it. Truth is being exposed right and left. You guys are standing there with no underwear. I mean, you are caught in action. Now, if you want to go to the guillotine, well, I think you better go sell those or melt down or destroy the ones you bought so you don't go to the guillotine yourself, man. You know, you were aiming to use that on the American people. Listen, we might not be the brightest mother truckers on earth, but babies, we certainly don't deserve that. Not a one of us, no matter how bad we've been. You know, everybody is just human, has greatly devolved themselves into this human activity, and therefore is completely innocent of all the activity they commit. Now that doesn't mean to give you free rein. That means to give you a release from the pain, which you can never outrun. The more you increase it in others, the more it increases in you. And it's not done till it's done. You know, the boogeyman has to see through themselves too, as an aspect of this life. You have to see that you're given over to love no matter how nasty you've been. You have to see innocence in the role you've been playing. That way maybe others can forgive you and get on with it, and the guillotine will be no more. We stop the judgmental bullshit. And if there's a tribunal amongst people, it's a tribunal of love. It's meant to rehabilitate everyone and bring us all back into equity. It's a growing heart. Now that's what I'd like to create over there in Washington, D.C., is a growing heart. A heart of love that knows only compassion and caring, and knows in a major way how to go about sharing everything that it's got under its hat and on top of it too, and around it. You know, open the doors, share the treasures of love that you guys have been hoarding up for yourselves. What a bunch of assholes, you know. And how stupid can you be? Do you think you could really keep that to yourself? If you keep it to yourself, you've just given it to everybody else, because you are everybody else. You can't hide a God-blessed thing in this world. Ain't you seeing that yet? You can't hide nothing. Everybody knows, and it's coming out just the same. You might as well go with the flow. Now, there's guys been working in the background, already got the organization in place and the manufacturing, and already have the product available. Get it out there. You know what I'm talking about. Get it out there. And get off and well, the list is long. You know the laundry list. I don't have to go over it, because that just drive me nuts and everybody else too. We'd rather rock than listen to you or even deal with your bullshit. But because you are a part of us, because you are our divine way, we embrace you today and bring you back home to your heart. All of you. Politicos, savages in the military, savage generals in the military, etc. CIA, FBI, all the dominant mother truckers that have been taken over by the energy of lust and consumption, and just can't take enough, and just can't have enough power over people because they feel powerless within themselves. And that's their truth. When you're that devolved, you can't have any power. And all you can do is create terror and fear, you know, and manipulate people through that terror and fear, right? Well, what good is all that except that it's making you conscious that the only presence is real is the presence of the heart. That's it. Everything else, superficial bullshit. Well, not just you and I mean, our presence is real enough, but we're the heart. And this is but a shadow of what we really are, living here in this human carcass. Yes, indeed. Inside this skin is just where it began. We're really, while we have the whole universe inside our hide, outside is where we take the ride, because the rainbow of love is reflected outside from the creation inside of us. So each one of us is a microcosmic creation of creation, a replication. Not a duplication, a replication. There's a difference. Because it's the same thing in everyone. So you have to get past the concepts of time and all that seasoning that goes with it to see this and to be this. So babies, expect your mind to be challenged a bit. Let your heart overrule it again and again. And you'll find out what we're talking about. You'll see what we're looking for, and you'll see the end of the rainbow already, and the magnificence that erupts from such places. Right there inside of you, baby Lou. Oh, yes, indeedy. That's how we do it here on the Coyote Medicine Show. In this wake-up call sort of way. Here on the Hazy Radio Network, your host, Grandpa Pedro Coyote, better known as Peter Coyote, helping you along the way. And don't confuse me with the actor I just act up. He's in another play, I spell my name with a K, so I'm not the same dude as that one. I don't, moderate Buddhist text. What do they call that when narrate? I don't narrate Buddhist texts and, do voiceovers and stuff. Except here on the radio, baby, I am the voice. The voice of your very own heart, babies. Given clearly. Wouldn't you say, babies? Woo.